name's Laura and welcome to my channel. So I decided to make a video today talking about sea vegetables. I haven't made a video in a couple of weeks. I've been going through some very dramatic changes in my life right now, but it has not stopped me from my 7-year raw vegan journey, and I'm also taking these raw vegan coaching classes right now to become a raw vegan coach. So I'm so excited about this, and I'm still excited about this lifestyle, but I am excited to talk about these sea plants and vegetables. And the reason why I got so motivated to do this video is because I was talking to a friend about all of the dishes that I do. In my Instagram page, I have things posted, and I have so many salads that I include a lot of seaweeds, and I also include a lot of sea moss in. And you know, a lot of people are concerned about the fact that I use so many sea vegetables, and aren't I afraid of the heavy metals since I'm so into health? Why I'm not afraid of heavy metals, particularly like mercury being one of the most poisonous heavy metals that we can put into our bodies, which can cause so many major issues in our bodies, and why I'm not concerned with this when it comes to sea plants, and why I choose to eat sea plants is as opposed to eating sea animals, and the differences. So first of all, I just want to say that I am a firm believer in Irish sea moss. This is the Irish sea moss that I've been using lately, and it's a purple Irish sea moss. And if you look at it, it looks kind of purple, but it's sort of like a purple tint. But what a great thing that this stuff is, and how many minerals and vitamins this contains, and why they call it liquid collagen for the skin, and is it really all the hype that it says that it is? And so the minerals that are in this are 92 trace minerals that include calcium, iron, magnesium, zinc, potassium, vitamin A, C, E, K, and sulfur. And this is also sun-dried, so it is completely raw. And so what I usually do when I use this stuff is I soak it overnight, and then I rinse it very well. And then I will blend it. And then it forms into this jelly-like substance, and I use it in my smoothies, usually at least 2 tablespoons per day, or you can add it to your different dishes like desserts. You can also use it for wraps. I have used it on many occasions for wraps, and it's a really good binder for wraps and stuff like that. So anyway, let's just talk a little bit about why this particular subject is so important to me, and why it actually doesn't cause us to get sick from heavy metals and cause us to have heavy metals in the body, is because it actually binds the heavy metals in the body and moves the heavy metals out of the body. So this is what makes seaweed such a wonderful thing, either sea moss or seaweed or any of these things. And things like eating fish, particularly fish that are bigger fish, like salmon or mackerel, I think are the highest to really absorb these horrible heavy metals that can cause so many problems in our body, particularly the mercury, which is the worst kind of heavy metal, so highly poisonous and horrible for us. And one of the reasons why is because fish are like a sponge. They absorb everything, and not only are they a sponge, but a big fish like a mackerel or a salmon will eat other dead fish that have also absorbed all of these heavy chemicals, causing it to be so highly contaminated with all of these heavy metals, instead of eating the sea plants, which will cause everything to bind and move out of the body. And I also want to just talk briefly about these different things that I use in place of salts, which I still do occasionally use a little bit of Celtic sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, but I try to eat these because they are lower in sodium and so much better for our bodies. But the one that I wanted to talk about is the dulse, because I find this really interesting, that dulse actually hangs out near our colon when we consume this, and will bind to the colon to release heavy metals from the colon. So I find this to be fascinating, and I find sea plants to be wonderful things to add to a raw vegan diet, and so good for our bodies. So I just wanted to make this video really briefly, just to educate people a little bit about this particular issue, that I hear a lot of controversy about the heavy metals, and hope that this kind of inspires people to use more of these and read more about it. I always try to push people to do a little bit more reading and educate themselves on these different things that I do videos on. So try to always use things, but before you use things, try to educate yourself on these things so that you know exactly what you're using. And I hope that you enjoyed listening to this educational video that I think that is so important for people to know and understand, and I think that they should start using these different things. So check me out on my Instagram page, and I will link that in the description below. And thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye.